hear a lot of background noise, I am so sorry, but there's a lot of construction work going on around my building, and hence you might just be able to hear a lot of noise. But anyways, coming to the point, today I'm going to be doing my second Indian festive look, and this is going to be a tutorial again. And this is the complete look. Of course, the bindi is optional. I just wanted to wear it because I saw Dolan of Pout Pretty wearing it, and I thought, yeah, bindi is a good idea. So I just wore this red bindi to give it a more Bengali sort of a touch. But of course, it's optional. The rest of the look remains the same. I hope you guys like it. And the best part, or rather the highlight of this video, is that I have done this makeup look using only drugstore products. So I've used a lot of Lakme, I've used a lot of Maybelline, and a little bit of L'Oreal as well. So I hope you guys like the look, and I hope you do try out this version. It is really simple. It might look a little complicated because of the smoky effect and stuff, but trust me, it's really simple, and it uses minimal products. This look is perfect for the upcoming Karwa Chauth. It's perfect for the Diwali look. It's also perfect for the Durga Puja that's coming up, Navratri, anything. It is really versatile. Just remove the bindi and you're set for Navratri. Put the bindi, you're set for Durga Puja. And you can actually even switch the lip color. I'm wearing red. You can wear a nice magenta pink. You can wear a fuchsia. You can even wear a nude lipstick with this, depending on the occasion and the function that you're going for. So I guess it's a very versatile look where an Indian festive look is concerned. And yeah, that's about it. So let's just get right into the tutorial. So I'm going to start with the foundation first. The foundation that I'm using today is the Oriflame The One Illuskin foundation, and I'm going to apply it using my Real Technique stippling brush. This foundation has a medium to heavy coverage, and it gives a very dewy sort of effect. It's a thick foundation, and just a little bit of product goes a long way. For the concealer, today I'm going to be using the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Concealer. It's been a really long time since I've actually used this concealer, but today I brought it out, and now I think I've missed the concealer. It's really good. It's not very, I must say, it's not very good for concealing as such, but it's great for highlighting certain parts of your face, and hence I'm applying this not only under my eyes but also over the bridge of my nose and on my forehead, and I'm blending it all the way with the Colorbar eyeshadow blending brush. It's a great brush for like applying concealer. Next, I'm going to set my foundation and concealer using the L'Oreal Paris Matte Magique powder. I've already reviewed this on my blog, and I also have a video review for it. I'm going to leave the link somewhere here on the screen. It's a great powder because it really mattifies your skin, and it makes it look really matte. And the best part about it is that it actually keeps it matte for a really long time, almost for the whole day. And hence I think it's a very useful and a very powerful drugstore powder. Next, I'm going to take my Nivea Refreshing Toner and use it as a primer basically. I'm going to apply it on my eyelids because I think it helps control sebum production and hence prevents my eyeshadows from creasing, and of course as a result makes them stay longer. After I'm done priming my eyelids, I'm going to take the Face Shop Design My Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Grey, and I am going to fill in my brows with it. Next, I'll take my Maybelline Baby Lips Lip Balm and just apply a bit of it because I plan to use a matte lipstick for this look, and I just want my lips hydrated and moisturized beforehand. Next, taking my Maybelline Diamond Glow eyeshadow trio in the shade Wine Pink, I am going to take this highlighter shade and apply it on my brow bone area. Next, taking the Faces Eyeshine Trio in the shade Beach Wood, I am going to basically define my crease. This palette contains three shades, a highlighter shade, a medium brown, and a dark brown. And I'm going to take this dark brown shade and using a Kryolan taper blending brush, I am going to define my crease. This brush is awesome for creating cut crease looks, but we're not going for a cut crease look in this tutorial. However, I'm using this to define my crease. I have hooded eyelids, and anybody who has hooded eyelids would require this extra step in order to deepen their crease. Once I've gotten a whole perimeter of my crease, I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush and just blend away the harsh edges. Next, I am taking my Lakme 9 to 5 eyeshadow quad in the shade Tanjore Rush, and I am going to be taking this beautiful olive green shade. Then taking a flat eyeshadow brush, this is by Kryolan, I apply that beautiful olive green shade on my eyelids. I basically take it from my inner corner to the outer corner, and I also pack it into my crease, like not into my crease, but I touch my crease with the eyeshadow. I don't know if I'm actually making sense. And just because I need the eyeshadow to be really intense, I am using a dab motion instead of a swiping motion. Then again, taking my fluffy blending brush, this one is by Sonia Kashuk, I just blend away the harsh edges. Moving on to my favorite part, I'm taking this Studio West Pure Passion Kajal pencil, and I am going to apply it in my tight line and my waterline. I take care so as to not get the kajal on my lash line, because I don't really want it to be a black smoky eye sort of a look, and hence I just apply it on my tight line and my waterline. Next, taking the olive green shade again using a pencil brush, I just smoke out my lower lash line. So basically, I just get a little bit of the kajal that's there in my tight line or waterline and just smoke it out in my lower lash line. In order to get a similar smoky effect on my upper eyelids, what I do is I take my kajal and align my upper lash line very close to my lash line. I'm repeating my words here. And then taking the chocolate brown shade from the Faces Trio with a pencil brush, I just smoke out the kajal. So basically what I'm doing is I'm highlighting the outer V using the brown eyeshadow and also smudging the kajal that's there on my upper lash line. So this is going to give me a very soft smoked out effect without being too harsh or without being very bold. Finally, to make my eyes appear a little brighter, I take this golden shade from the Tanjore Rush quad and apply it in the inner corners of my eyes. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to be applying a little mascara. Of course, if you think you can also apply a liquid liner on your upper lash line and probably get a wing out of it, but I just didn't want to do a wing liner look, and hence I'm going to take this mascara. This is the Rimmel London Volume Flash Scandalise Mascara, and I am going to apply loads and loads of it on my lashes. Moving on to the face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Cheeky Glow blush in the shade Creamy Cinnamon. It is a matte blush, but it gives a very beautiful and a very natural flush to one's face. And I have used this after a very long time again. So I'm applying it on my cheeks. Well, that's where you apply your blush. And then in order to get a little bit of a glow, I am going to use this Lakme Absolute Moonlit highlighter, and I'm going to use the one on the left and use taking my finger, basically I just apply a bit of it on the tip of my nose and on my cupid's bow. there's something wrong with me today. And then I apply it on my cheekbones and on my forehead using a brush. I have it's my personal experience that using your fingers for the cupid's bow and for the bridge of your nose is like really great because it gives you precise application of the highlighter. But yes, for the rest of the face you can get away with using a brush. Now that we're done with the face, all that's left is the lipstick. So I am just rubbing away all the excess dewy and the glossiness that was left off of the balm. And I'm going to use this Lakme Absolute Matte Lip Tint in the shade Raving Red. It's one of those new things that Lakme has come out with. And I'm going to apply it very liberally on my lips. I think red lip looks are really versatile because they can go for any sort of occasion. It could be an Indian festive occasion like this one, or it could be a Western look that you're going for. I think red lipsticks are really versatile that way. And this Lakme matte lip tint in the shade Raving Red that I'm using, I think is a great shade of red and would go with all Indian skin tones. Finally, I've just on a whim, I just took a red bindi and I just put it on. It's obviously optional. So that's it guys, that was the tutorial. I hope you found the tutorial helpful and I hope you actually found it easy because it is an easy look to do. It's just that it looks a little complicated, that's about it. I really hope you guys liked the video. Do give it a thumbs up and do comment. Do let me know through the comment section about what you thought of the look and what you thought of the tutorial, and if you would like me to do more such tutorials. And yeah, that's it. Do subscribe to my channel please if you haven't already, and I will see you soon again. Bye.